Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Roma keen on Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay as West Ham see first bid rejected. Roma have Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay on their radar, according to journalist Sacha Tavolieri. West Ham United have seen their first bid for the Scotland international rejected, as the Red Devils insist they want £40 million for him. It remains to be seen whether the Hammers have plans to return with an improved offer for McTominay, but Roma are monitoring his situation. The Serie A club could lose Nemanja Matic, and their manager Jose Mourinho is eyeing a possible reunion with McTominay. The Portuguese tactician is a fan and admirer of the 26-year-old, dubbing him special after a 3-1 defeat to West Ham in September 2018. The Man United Academy graduate struggled for regular minutes last term, starting 10 of the 24 Premier League games he played. McTominay also started just one of the 7 Europa League games he featured in, and the arrival of Mason Mount could see him fall further down the pecking order this term. Remaining at Man United could be more appealing, but West Ham are promising him regular football as they see him as a direct replacement for Declan Rice. The Old Trafford club could not hesitate to sell him if the right offer is tabled. United want Fiorentina midfielder Sofiane Amrabat and are willing to sell McTominay and other players who have been deemed surplus to requirement to raise funds to buy him. If Matic leaves Roma, Mourinho would not hesitate to put a call through to McTominay, and playing under the former Man United manager is likely to appeal to him. Manager Erik ten Hag is ready to sanction his sale as the Dutchman continues rebuilding his squad, and a move elsewhere could benefit the Scottish midfielder as he approaches the peak years of his career. Manchester United preseason has come to an end. Conspicuous by his absence was Anthony Martial, who featured neither against Lens at Old Trafford nor against Athletic Bilbao in Dublin. The Frenchman is, somewhat surprisingly, not injured. However, he still did not make the matchday squad for either fixture, given that he is the only senior centre forward in the squad, aside from currently injured new signing Rasmus Hojlund. That came as something of a surprise for fans. Fabrizio Romano, however, may have provided an explanation. In his column, he writes that Man United are ready to let the France international go should they receive an offer. He said, "At the moment, Anthony Martial is staying at Manchester United, but I'd consider him in the same range of players as Scott McTominay and Harry Maguire. If he gets an important proposal, he could leave." But Romano is clear that nothing is yet in motion, and the door will be left open for Martial to be a part of the squad this season. Romano added, "Otherwise, he will stay and be part of Erik ten Hag's rotation squad. That's the feeling around Martial now." As reported by the People's Person, Anthony Martial is among a number of strikers under consideration by West Ham United. They have rather the extensive shortlist, however, so hoping for an offer at this stage may be fanciful. If the Irons do end up putting in an offer, it will likely come late in the window after they have failed to secure one of their preferred targets. Manchester United's Rasmus Hojlund squad number plans hinge on a Fred transfer. Manchester United's latest signing, Rasmus Hojlund, has yet to be given a squad number as the club waits on outgoing transfers. Hojlund signed for the club from Atalanta in a deal worth £72 million and was formally announced on Saturday when he received a warm welcome from the Old Trafford faithful. The Dane wore number 17 during his time at Atalanta, but that shirt number is currently held by Brazilian midfielder Fred. The 30-year-old looks to be on the verge of a departure, however, which would free the number up for Hojlund. As reported by the People's Person, Fred has said yes to a transfer to Turkish champions Galatasaray. That move has been put in jeopardy as Galatasaray have balked at United's asking price, prompting them to shop around. However, there remains plenty of interest in Fred. Fulham and Lazio are among the clubs considering signing the Brazil international, while a move to Saudi Arabia cannot be ruled out either. According to Fabrizio Romano, sources guarantee he will 100% leave the club, which will free up the number 17 for Hojlund. The other option would be the number 9 currently worn by Anthony Martial. Were he to leave the club, Hojlund could take on the shirt number he wore during his time at Sturm Graz. As reported by the People's Person, United will listen to offer for the Frenchman, but aside from some fleeting interest from West Ham, there is no obvious route out of the club for Martial. Given Man United will want to register their new signing as soon as possible, it's far more likely that he ends up with his old Atalanta squad number at this stage. Facundo Pellistri shines for Man United in a friendly draw against Athletic Bilbao. Manchester United winger Facundo Pellistri delivered an impressive display during the 1-1 friendly draw against Athletic Bilbao in Dublin. Manager Erik ten Hag decided to make 11 changes from the Lens friendly on Saturday, and Pellistri was one of the standout performers. The Uruguayan started on the right wing for the Red Devils, and he was impressive over 90 minutes, completing 17 out of his 20 passes. The 21-year-old also won 6 ground and aerial duels against the La Liga outfit, while endorsing 3 fouls. Pellistri eventually got his due reward in the 93rd minute of the game, scoring the club's equalizer from a headed assist from Harry Maguire. There has been much talk about Pellistri leaving on loan this summer. The winger already has offers from both Twente and Boca Juniors. However, we believe Ten Hag should keep hold of the South American following an unfortunate injury for Amad Diallo earlier in the preseason. Antony is obviously the undisputed starter on the right wing, but Pellistri would be a valuable backup option for the upcoming campaign. Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Alejandro Garnacho are all predominantly left wingers and have tended to struggle from the right. With Pellistri being a specialist from the position, it would be a wise decision to keep him until January to judge whether he should be loaned out. The youngster showed glimpses of his quality in his cameo appearances last term. He should only get better with more minutes under his belt. Erik ten Hag hits out at stupid goal conceded against Athletic Bilbao. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has responded to the team's 1-1 draw against Athletic Bilbao. Facundo Pellistri scored a late equalizer to cancel out a first-half goal from Nick Williams. It was a useful friendly for ten Hag to get a look at some of his French players. Although fans in Ireland will have been disappointed not to see many first-choice stars who played the previous day against Lens. Ten Hag told MUTV, "We don't give up, we fight until the end. Finally, we got the equalizer and I thought it was justified." Manchester United preseason has been littered with some careless defending, and fourth-choice centre-back Harry Maguire did his cause some harm with a mistake for Bilbao's goal. Maguire carelessly passed the ball to the opposing team in United's half, and Bilbao had the ball in the back of the net seconds later. Ten Hag told MUTV that he felt United should have scored in the opening minutes too when Jadon Sancho wasted a chance. He said, "We should have scored a goal to go up because it was a great chance from Jadon Sancho. We had some good moments after that as well, and it was stupid how we went down." He was pleased with the team's response, doubling down on his criticism of the goal conceded, adding, "We gave a stupid goal away and went down. It was a giveaway, but as a team, we showed character, and that's what we need for the season." Harry Maguire was already on very thin ice regarding his future at United prior to this game, and his mistake did him a few favors. To his credit, he responded with an improved second-half display and provided the assist for Facundo Pellistri's equalizer with a header into the penalty box. Man United should consider offloading Harry Maguire after another underwhelming display. Manchester United should consider parting ways with Harry Maguire this summer after another underwhelming defensive display. The England centre-back is currently a backup option in the squad, and his situation is unlikely to improve after another defensive error. United drew 1-1 against Athletic Bilbao in yesterday's friendly in Dublin, and Maguire was largely responsible for the opening goal conceded. The 30-year-old sloppily gave away possession with his slow decision-making. Nick Williams found the back of the net within a few seconds. Maguire made amends right at the end with an assist for Facundo Pellestri's goal, but questions are likely to be raised over his club future. The former captain had a pass accuracy of 93%, but he was dispossessed on 7 occasions. He made an error directly contributing to Rhodes Athletic's goal. In our view, United should consider parting ways with Maguire soon. The Red Devils have been fancied to sign a central defender this summer. Kim Min-jae was initially deemed the top target before his move to Bayern. Axel Disasi was the backup choice, but he has now joined Chelsea. Despite this, the club should continue their pursuit of a centre-back. In our view, Nice Clair-Todibo would be a perfect signing for United. The Frenchman has developed into a top-class performer since his move to Nice from Barcelona. He is a strong ball-playing defender, but also possesses terrific recovery pace. Last season, he made a stunning 8 recoveries per appearance. Todibo won't come cheap with a price tag of around 45 million euros, but he would be a worthy investment as he is just entering his prime. United will need to cash in on players to afford the 23-year-old. The club have the chance to recoup some of the fee by sanctioning Maguire's exit. Man United keeping tabs on Clair-Todibo. Manchester United are keeping tabs on the centre-back Clair-Todibo, according to reputed journalist Fabrizio Romano. The Red Devils have already made 3 signings this summer. Mason Mount, Andre Onana and Rasmus Hojlund have joined the club for £162 million upfront. More arrivals could directly depend on player sales, and speaking on his YouTube channel, Romano has revealed that Todibo is on the radar of United. However, a move is unlikely unless Harry Maguire heads for the exit door. United recently rejected a £20 million bid from West Ham for their former captain. Todibo has developed into a top-class centre-back since his move to Nice from Barcelona. We recently highlighted that United should consider him to replace Maguire. The club have the same plan in mind, but an approach depends on Maguire's departure. United currently have Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez as their first choice centre-backs. Victor Lindelof is considered as the immediate backup option. The Red Devils would not want to keep Maguire as well as spend on Todibo. They need to cash in on the 30-year-old first before approaching to sign the Frenchman. Todibo would be a fine addition to the squad. He is a strong ball-playing defender who likes to make tackles as well as clear his lines. He is good in contesting duels. His main strength is definitely his recovery pace. Todibo made an impressive 8 recoveries per outing last term. In our view, he is a no-brainer signing if Maguire leaves. Todibo will cost at least £39 million this summer. United will be hoping to recoup at least £30 million from Maguire's sale to step up their interest in the 23-year-old. Juventus plot to snatch Sofiane Amrabat after Manchester United stall in negotiations. Manchester United are keen to add another midfielder to their squad and have earmarked Fiorentina's Sofiane Amrabat for the position. The Red Devils are in dire need of funds, however, having already spent around €190 million bringing in Mount, Onana and Hojlund. With irons in the fire in terms of departure, it was thought to be only a matter of time before United made their move and signed Amrabat. However, reports from Italy suggest that Man United may have taken too long getting their finances in order as competition for the Moroccan signature emerges. Gazzetta dello Sport claims that Juventus are set to make an approach for Fiorentina. Gazzetta dello Sport claims that Juventus are set to make an approach to Fiorentina for their midfield playmaker. The Bianconeri have spent their entire summer trying to sign a midfielder. They were left disappointed by Sergei Milinkovic-Savic and Frank Kessié, both of whom opted to join the Saudi Pro League. That has left them to consider Amrabat and it's a claim that the good relationship between Juve and La Viola gives them an important advantage in negotiations. Juventus recently allowed Fiorentina to take former Liverpool midfielder Arthur on loan on reasonable terms, opening a channel between the clubs. Fiorentina want 25 million euros plus bonuses for Mrabat and will not be prepared to wait around forever while Man United raise funds. Juventus are hardly cash rich themselves at the moment, however, and will likely look to haggle over a price. As Gazzetta dello Sport claims, Manchester United have the potential to blow Juve out of the water economically should it come to it, but first they must get their house in order and get to bidding. It's thought that Sofyan Mrabat's preference would be a reunion with Erik ten Hag. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.